Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. This is a summary of The Prophet by Kahlil Gibran. First published in 1923, The Prophet is a celebrated work of spiritual and philosophical literature. Written in poetic prose, this book explores the great themes of human existence: love, work, joy, sorrow, freedom, and purpose, through the words of the wise prophet Al-Mustafa. Gibran's message is both timeless and universal. Life is a journey of discovery, growth, and interconnectedness. He invites us to embrace both the joys and challenges of life with grace, acceptance, and wisdom. Rather than providing rigid instructions, the prophet offers gentle guidance, urging readers to reflect deeply on their own experiences and find meaning in their everyday life. Before we continue, I want to take a moment just to say thank you to our community. This program is made possible by the generous support of our members on Patreon, direct contributions through YouTube and Buy Me a Coffee, and by subscribers like you. Your support helps us continue to share these timeless teachings. Kahlil Gibran was born in 1883 in the town of Bashari, located in modern-day Lebanon, and he lived until 1931. He immigrated to the United States with his family in 1895, settling in Boston, Massachusetts. This transition between cultures deeply influenced his work, blending Eastern philosophy with Western philosophy. Gibran's artistic talents were not limited to writing. He was also a painter and philosopher. His artistic vision extended beyond words, using imagery and symbolism to explore the depths of human emotion. During his lifetime, The Prophet was not an immediate success, but in the decades that followed, it became one of the best-selling books of all time, translated into more than 100 languages. Today, Gibran is remembered as one of the most widely read poets of the 20th century, with The Prophet standing as his defining masterpiece. At the heart of The Prophet is the idea that life is not a series of disconnected events, but a sacred journey filled with moments of joy, sorrow, love, and transformation. Through the character of Al-Mustafa, Gibran offers wisdom that transcends culture, religion, and time, addressing the fundamental aspects of the human experience. One of the book's most profound teachings is the balance between opposites, that joy and sorrow, freedom and discipline, love and loss are not contradictions, but complementary forces that shape our growth. He suggests that pain should not be feared or resisted, for it is often the gateway to deeper wisdom. Gibran also challenges conventional ideas about ownership and attachment, particularly in relationships. He teaches that love should be free, not possessive, and that we do not own others, not our partners, not our children, not even our creations. Instead, he encourages us to view love as a force that flows through us, rather than something we can hold on to. On work, Gibran sees labor as an act of love, a sacred offering that allows us to participate in creation. He reminds us that to work without joy is to cheat ourselves of life's greatest rewards. Throughout The Prophet, Gibran urges us to approach life with humility, gratitude, and an open heart, seeing every experience as an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. Here are 5 key concepts that stood out for me. Number 1, love is freedom, not possession. Gibran teaches that love should uplift rather than bind. True love does not seek to control, but rather allows both people to grow. Number 2, joy and sorrow are inseparable. Sorrow carves out space in our hearts so that we can experience deeper joy. Instead of resisting pain, we must embrace it as part of life's rhythm. Number 3, work is love made visible. Gibran describes work as an act of devotion, reminding us that when we work with passion, we infuse our labor with meaning. Number 4, children are not possessions. Parents are guides, not the owners of their children. Gibran emphasizes that each soul has its own path and purpose. Number 5, freedom comes from within. True freedom is not about escaping obligations, but about releasing internal fears, doubts, and attachments that limit us. To integrate Gibran's wisdom into daily life, here are 3 practical applications. Number 1, practicing love without attachment. Reflect on your relationships and consider whether you are holding on to others too tightly. Instead of trying to control or change those you love, practice giving them the freedom to be their truest selves. An affirmation could be, I love freely without attachment or expectation. Love flows through me and those around me. Number 2, finding meaning in work. Approach your daily tasks, whether personal or professional, as an act of service and a contribution to something greater. Focus on putting love and care into everything you do, no matter how small. An affirmation for this could be, my work is an expression of my love and purpose, and I give it my best effort. Number 3, embracing life's contrasts. The next time you experience pain, sorrow, or difficulty, remind yourself that these emotions are part of the natural cycle of life. Instead of resisting, allow yourself to feel, reflect, and grow from the experience. An affirmation could be, I welcome both joy and sorrow, knowing that each has a purpose in my growth. Although The Prophet is not a business book, its wisdom can be applied to leadership, creativity, and purpose-driven work. Gibran's emphasis on love and service reminds entrepreneurs that success is not about accumulating wealth alone, but about creating value for others. The idea that work is love made visible can transform the way business leaders approach their endeavors. Instead of seeing work as a duty, they can view it as a sacred act of creation, ensuring that their products, services, and interactions are infused with passion and excellence. Gibran's teachings on freedom and responsibility also encourage business leaders to cultivate trust and autonomy within their teams, fostering environments where creativity and personal growth thrive. In closing, The Prophet is more than just a book. It is a guide to living with depth, presence, and wisdom. Kahlil Gibran reminds us that life is a journey of growth, and every experience, whether joyful or painful, holds meaning. He challenges us to love without attachment, work with devotion, and embrace the full spectrum of life's experiences. His words are not meant to impose rigid beliefs, but to inspire reflection, helping us to find our own truth in the journey of life. So I leave you with this question. How can you approach today with more love, presence, and purpose? Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments or with our Patreon community. And now, may your journey through The Prophet be one of wisdom, reflection, and infinite possibility.